Hello everyone. So in this lecture, we are going to talk about tuples, sets and dictionaries in very detail. As you know, we in the previous lecture we have covered about strings and lists where we have studied their methods, functions, how we can do string and list slicing, indexing and their various methods. So in this lecture, we are gonna talk about our next topics, that is tuples, sets and dictionaries. So moving forward we will be starting with tuples. Before that we would make our new file and give it a name. So now we would be first looking at our topic tuples. So what basically tuple is? Tuple is very much similar to list. In list, we have seen that we can store items of different data types. Uh, Similar is the case with tuples. We can also store items of different data types except list, sets and dictionaries because of some reason which we would be looking forward. So the difference between tuples and dictionaries is that tuples are generally stored in parentheses. So suppose I have given a name to my tuples. So if I store some random values and I want to print my tuple, so I can print in this way. So it is printed. So the major difference we have seen is that tuples are enclosed in parentheses whereas lists are enclosed in square brackets. Both are separated by commas between the elements. Suppose if we enter only one element in a tuple and want to print my tuple, so it would give me an integer. For uh, including it in a tuple, let me for print its type. Suppose I print the type of my tuple tup. Now if I print it, you can see it is giving class in because Python by default uh, takes one element in a tuple as an integer. If we have to store only one element and we want that its type becomes tuple, not integer. So just we would be giving a comma after the single element. Now if I print my element, you can see first it is enclosing my tuple in parentheses and after that the class is shown as tuple. So this is the major difference you have to keep in mind. Moving forward, i- like we have covered some methods in strings list, same some of the methods are same in tuples as well. For example, the first method is indexing. Indexing, as I have already covered in the previous lectures, that we are giving some position to a element. Suppose I have a collection of elements. It behaves same like in strings and list. So suppose I want to print the first element. So I would simply write the name of my tuple and in square brackets I would be writing the index that is 0. So it would give me the first element of the tuple that is 1. Suppose if I want to assess the fifth element that is 5. So I would be simply giving its index that is 4. So if I give it, you can see the answer is 5. So indexing works the same as in strings and lists. Now, next moving forward, we would be looking about slicing. Slicing is also the same as we discussed in strings and list. So slicing basically gives us a portion of something. Suppose we consider the same tuple. Let me copy it down. Now, if I want to print the first three elements only, so I would be simply writing my tuple name and its square brackets. I would be writing the starting index, that is 0, and the ending index, which is 3. The reason I have already told you why we are giving a index greater than the element we want to access. It's because Python doesn't include the end index. So if I print it, I would get the first three elements of the tuple, that is 1, 2, 3. Similarly, I can print the whole tuple just by slicing in this manner. Suppose I enter 0 ratio and we are ignoring the end index, not giving the end index. So it would simply print the whole tuple, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, list and slicing are the most important methods and it's very easy. As I have already told you it in a very simpler manner by giving examples. So, we have discussed indexing and slicing. Now, like we have discussed in string and list, we have done concatenation. Concatenation also works the same in our tuples. So, if I do concatenation, suppose I have a tuple 1, 2 and another tuple, let me give it name tup1 and this tup2 and another tuple is 3, 4. I want to merge the elements. So I would be simply writing print tup1 plus tup2. It would simply merge the elements with the help of our plus operator. You can see that it is printing 1, 2, 3, 4. So this was the case of our concatenation. Now, similar way, like we have discussed in strings and list, is the repetition case. Suppose if I want to print, I have a tuple 1, 2. Suppose I have to print its element once more. The same 1 and 2 I have to print once more. So I would be simply just writing print tup into 2. It would give me twice the same elements. Like this 1, 2, 1, 2. Same, we can print it thrice as well. You can see it is printing thrice 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this was the case of repetition. Most of the methods are similar, like we have discussed in strings and list. The next method we are talking about is the membership operator. Membership operator checks whether the given element is present in a tuple, list or string. We can use it for any one of these. So like suppose I have a tuple 1, 2 and I want to check whether the element 2 is present in tuple or not. I can see it is present. So simply write print, I would write 2 in tup or not. So it would return a boolean value. So 2 is present in the tuple, so it is returning true. Same we can do for list as well. Suppose I have a list 1, 3, 4 and I want to check whether the element 3 is present in list or not. So I would simply write 3 in list or not. So it would return true. True, true. So the opposite of in is not in. It would return false if the element is not present. So it would return true. Otherwise, it would return false. Let me give you an example of not in. Suppose 2 is not present in this list. So I would write 2 not in list. So it would return true because 2 is not present. So you can see all the three answers are true. So this was our membership operator. Now I would be giving you some more methods which are important Other method is count method. Suppose I have a lot of elements of the same type in the tuple. Let's suppose I have 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2. Suppose I have 2, 4 times. I want to check how many times does 2 appear in the tuple. So I would be simply writing print tup dot count. It it would simply count the element. I want to check it for 2, so I would be entering 2. It would enter 4 because 2 is coming 4 times in the tuple. The other method which I would be discussing is the index method. So in the index method, suppose I have a tuple this. Now in this tuple, I want to find at what index is my 20 present. So 20 is present 2 times. So it would return that 20 which is coming first. So it would return that index in which 20 is coming first. So I can see 20 is coming first in 0 index. So it would return 0 index like this. I would use my tup dot index. So I want to check it for 20. Simply write my element and it returns index 0 because it is returning at 0 index. I I can also write it here. Index returns the index of the element at which it is coming first. So this was our case of tuples and its methods. Now we would be doing sets. One most important thing, we tuples are immutable, means we cannot add or remove a value in a tuple. So the most important thing is we cannot also add a list, dictionary or set inside a tuple. Means we cannot store a dictionary, list or set inside a tuple. It would give us an error. Let me take an example. Suppose we have a tuple this and I want to store a list in it. So it would give an error, I guess. No, it is not giving an error because we are using parenthesis. But it is not recommended to store a, a list, dictionary or set inside a tuple. So the next cases we would be discussing is the sets. So what basically a set is? A set is a collection of unordered items. Means you can store any item at any place. There is no fixed rule. So and it is enclosed under curly braces. For example, I make a set which is this. So if I want to print my set, it would be printed and I can also print the type of the set, which is class set. Now suppose I cannot print my set like this. It would not be printing a set. It would print a class tuple. So now we would be discussing sets. So set is basically unordered collection of items. Means we can store any items at any place. And the elements inside the set are immutable. Means we can't change them. But the set is mutable. This is a very important interview question which can be asked to you. So the elements inside the set are immutable but the set itself is mutable. So now we have seen what is a set and how can we store elements inside a set. So Now there are some set methods which we would be discussing. For example, one set method is our add. How to add an element in the set. Suppose our set is this, and I want to add 5 to it. So I would be simply writing rent set dot add 5. So if I print this, it is printing none because the I am directly calling the set.add method, but I have to just first write set.add, and in the parentheses I would be writing the element which I want to add. After that I would simply print my set. Now it would print after adding 5 to it. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is adding now. So this is the case how to add an element to the set. Now we would be moving to remove method. What does remove do? It removes an element. Suppose I take the same set and add 5 in it. So suppose I want to remove an element. Suppose I want to remove 4, and after that I print my set. So it would simply remove the element 4. Now you can see our new set is 1, 2, 3, 5. So this was set, add and remove. Now set also has some built-in functions which we have used in our earlier classes in maths also, that are union, intersection, difference. So I would be using first union. What is union? We all know union is basically we are adding the elements of two sets. Basically we are merging the elements of two sets, and if the elements are duplicate in one set, so it will automatically removed by the Python. Like if I print a normal set which has some duplicate elements, so when I print my set, it would simply print only the non-duplicate elements. Like in our normal set, 2 is occurring 2 times, but while I'm printing it, it is occurring 1 time, because Python by default removes duplicate element within the set. So if I have a set this, and I have another set that is, 1 second, let me mark it as set 1 and the other one as set 2. So if I have another set 5, 4, 3, 6. So if I want to merge all the elements of the two sets, so I would simply write set1 dot union set2. Now it would merge. Dot union method merge the two sets by removing duplicates. So you can see 4 is coming in both the sets and 3 is coming in both the sets. So it would not be printed twice. When we print our set, so it would come only once because Python removes the duplicate. So when I printed the set 1, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically the error coming is our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should be printed. Let me see the error. So basically I have to directly print in this case like this. There is no need to print separately the set 1. So if I print this, it returns directly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can see the duplicate values, that is 4 and 3, are removed. They are not printed twice. But if I want to print the duplicate values as well, so I would simply write print set1 dot union. In this we would use union all. So if I use union all set2, then 1 second, then it would print the duplicate values. Let me see what is the error. Basically, it doesn't work for union. So we can only print the, you can say, the union values. There, we cannot basically add all the duplicates values. So this was the case of union. Now we would be looking forward to intersection. Now what is intersection? Intersection, as we have studied in maths in earlier classes, intersection is the common between the two elements, between the two sets. So if I have two sets and I want to find the elements which are common in both the sets, so I would be using my intersection. Suppose I take the two sets, these two sets. Suppose I have these two sets. One second. Suppose I have these two sets and I want to find the elements which are common in both the sets. As I can see, 3 and 4 are common in both the sets. So I would simply write set 1 dot intersection set 2. It would return the common elements in both the sets. So if I print it, it is giving 3 and 4 which are common in both the sets. So it was our intersection method. Now, if I want to check the elements which are present in only set 1 and not present in set 2, I would be using my difference method. Let's take both the sets once again. Let's suppose I take these two sets once again. Let me comment this out first. I take these two sets and I want to find the elements which are present in set 1 but not in set 2. So we can see the elements which are present in set 1 and are not in set 2 is only 1 and 2. So I would simply print set 1 minus set 2. It would print the elements which are present in set 1 but not in 2. So it would simply give 1 and 2. Now if I want to print the elements which are present in set 2 but not in set 1. So I would write set 2 minus set 1. So we know 5 and 6 would be our answer, which is 5 and 6. So this was our difference method. Now we have one more method which is disjoint. Now taking the same set, so if I have this set now, I I want to check whether there is any common element uh, between them or not. Whether these two sets have some common element or not. So I can check it by disjoint. Let me perform it. Basically, disjoint method, let me check what is this. Disjoint method is something else. Basically, it returns a boolean value and also I guess checks whether the elements present in set 2 whether the elements present in set 1 are present in set 2 or not. So we can see all the elements of set 1 are not present in set 2. So it is giving false. Now, the another method is subset. What is subset do is, suppose I have X as a set and Y as a set. So, is subset check whether suppose I write print X dot is subset of Y. So, like we do in math, whether all the elements that are in X are in Y too. So we can see all the elements of X are not in Y. So X is not the subset of Y because all the elements of X are not present in Y. So it is not the subset of Y. If I print, it is returning false. But if I check, all the elements of Y are present in X. So Y would be a subset of X. Let me print. So it would return true. As you can see, it is returning true. Why? Because all the elements of Y are present in X. So Y is the subset of X. Now, in the same case, let me comment these two print statements. Now, if I want to check it for, now we have another method is superset. What does superset check? Like we know, all the elements of X are in Y. So X is the superset of Y. If I print X dot is superset of Y, so it would return true because all the elements of X are also present in Y. So X is the superset of Y. If I print it, it would return true. But if I print is Y the superset of X, so we know all the elements of Y are not in X. We can see that all the elements of Y are not present in X because Y has 2, 3 and X has one more element that is 1. So if I print this, it would return false. It is returning false. So this was superset and subset. We have some doubt in each disjoint. So let me check what is this method. If I check this method, let me check through VS Code. You don't need to have remembered all the methods. You can simply Google it if you have any doubt, but the main method you should have in mind. So if I check, so basically disjoint methods check, it will return true if two sets have a null intersections. Means if there is not anything common in between, it would return true. We can see it has common in between, that is 3 and 4, so it would return false. Like you can see it is returning false. So basically each disjoint checks whether the two elements have something common or not. They have not. So, sorry, they have in common, that is 3 and 4 elements. So as an element, so they are not each disjoint. So we have also seen this case. Now the other thing that we would be discussing is the length of the set. So I have stored a lot of elements in the set, a random elements you can say. And I want to print the length of my set. So I would simply write print len of set. So len function is used to find the length of the set as it is 8. We can also check it. So this was the our len method. Now the most important method is sort. Suppose my set has elements in different order and I want to sort it in ascending order. So by default, with the help of the our function sorted, we can sort the set. So it would by default sort the elements in ascending order. Now they are also earlier on is available in ascending. So if I just change their order, suppose I am randomly changing their order. So now if I want them in ascending order, just I would use my sort method. So if I print it, it returns in ascending order as you can see in a sorted manner. Same we can also do it with alphabets as well. If the alphabets are stored, alphabetical values stored in the set, we can also sort them and they would be sorted in alphabetical order. Means if A comes first, so A would be printed first. So this was our sort method. We have discussed most of the set methods. Uh, if we want more set methods, we can also use something like if we have a set and I want some more set methods. So we simply can write set dot. VS Code can automatically give you so much methods. So you can see clear method is used to clear the set, means delete, as we have discussed in list. Copy method is used to make a copy, same copy of the set. Difference method we have uh, already discussed. Difference underscore update is almost the same as difference, and discard means you are not including the element while printing. Intersection, disjoint, subset, superset. One other method is pop, which is used to remove random elements. So these are some methods. What we can also just try one method that is copy method. Suppose I have this set and I want to copy it to set 1. So I would simply write set.copy and print my set 1. So it would print the same as our set. That it would make a copy of the set. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. So these were most commonly used set methods. And I have already told you if you want more you can just type set dot and you would get a numerous amount of set methods. So now we would be discussing our dictionary. So now we are going to talk about dictionaries. So dictionaries is the ordered collection of key value pairs. Like suppose we have a dictionary in our homes. On the left side we have some you can say word which has a specific meaning or a group of meanings. Sorry. So in the same manner, in Python, dictionaries is the ordered collection of key value pairs. On the left side, that is the key side, we have some uh, value, and the on the other side, we have some value. For example, I have a dictionary in which I am storing a person's detail. Like in this case, you can clearly see on the wait a second. On our left side, there is a key which is storing some value, and on the right hand side is the value which assembles the value stored in the key. So uh, in our homes also we have some dictionary, and in the left side we have some word which has a specific meaning. Same case in Python. There is a key value pair in dictionaries. On the left side we have some like we have name. On the right side we have his value, that is Rohan. On the left side we have age and the value is 19. So in this way it is a collection of key value pairs which is easy to store data. And also dictionaries are mutable in Python, means you can change the value in a dictionary. But the two most important things are, first thing, you cannot have a duplicate key. Suppose I take name also as 19, means you can't have keys of the same name. Like we have two same keys of the same name, that is name. We can't do that. Now if I print my dictionary, it would give me an error. Now you can see while I'm printing the two names, it didn't give me error, but it print only the age. It didn't print the name Rohan. So it is not advisable to store a key with the same name. But you can store a value with the same value. Means in the age also you can fill Rohan. It would print and would give no error. But you can't give a key duplicate name. So this thing you have to take in note. So the next thing is, how can we suppose here we print our dictionary. Now in dictionary we want to print only the name. So simply I would write in square brackets and in double apostrophe our name. It would simply give me the name, that is Rohan. So basically what we are doing is, first we goes in the dictionary, then we are assessing the name. So like this you can also print the age. Just simply write this. This is the easiest method to assess age. So here we see what is dictionary. Again, it is a collection of key value pair. On the left side we store our key and on the right side we have stored our value. Now you can't have duplicate keys, but you can have duplicate values. Now the next important thing is, the keys in dictionary are mutable, means you can change the keys. Also, you can give an integer value or string value, list value, anything to the key because they are mutable. Now suppose if I want to change the name of the name value, suppose I want Tanmay in place of Rohan. So how can I do that? Let me comment this out first. Now if I want to change the value of name, I want to uh, change Rohan and write Tanmay in place of that. So how can I do that? Just I would simply write my dictionary, that is dict, and in the name column and we would first assess our name like this. Now we want to store Tanmay, so I would simply write Tanmay. So in Python, the name would be overwritten and would be written as Tanmay. Now if I print my dictionary, it is printing name Tanmay age 19 branch BTech. So in this way we can also change our value. This suggests that dictionaries are mutable. So this was the case of mm, basic dictionaries. Now suppose we can also print nested dictionaries, means dictionary inside a dictionary. Suppose I want to print someone's details. Uh, Let me take the example of this dictionary. Let me copy paste it. Now, suppose like in this case, we have printed this, but we have to print a dictionary inside a dictionary. So I can take the student marks as a key. Now, I would simply write a dictionary inside a dictionary. Now, how can I do that? Suppose I want to print the student marks in physics. Like this. You can store a dictionary inside a dictionary. Now, chemistry. Suppose, let's take the example of maths as well. So, in this way, I have stored my students' marks. Like you can see it. 1 second. Now, I have stored a dictionary inside a dictionary. Now, if I like to print my dictionary, which is a nested dictionary, it is giving an error due to some reason. Let me check it out. The reason it is giving error is due to some comma mistake. Okay, let me figure the. I'm not able to find the error. What is the error in this case? It is suggesting that we have forgotten a comma. Like this, we can print now. Now, if I try to print my dictionary, it is printing a nested dictionary. So I forgot a comma. You have to keep in mind. So it is printing now a nested dictionary. Suppose I want to print only the marks of physics. Now what can I do? Just simply write marks, and in the marks I can also write physics. So it would give me the marks of physics only. That is 98. In in such a manner you can print the values of nested dictionary as well. Now, we can also print the length of our dictionary. Now, if I print my length of dictionary, which is 4, because we are having four keys, that is name, marks, age and branch. So in this way you can print the length as well. Now suppose if I want to clear my dictionary, so what I can do, dict.clear I would be using, which would clear my dictionary. So if I print, it is giving me a null dictionary which has no elements. So in this way we can apply these methods on dictionary as well. Now if there is some other methods to assess the only the keys of the dictionary, so how can we do that? Let me comment it out. Now suppose I want only the keys of the dictionary, that is name, marks, age and branch. So simply I would write print dict dot keys. It would return me all the keys of the dictionary. It is giving some error. Let us see the error. Now you can see it is giving the keys, that is name, mark, age and branch. You have to take a note that whenever it would return the keys, it would return it in a list format and separated by a comma. So now in this manner we can also print our values only. So how we would get our values? Just write print dict dot get. It would return the values. If I print it, okay, it is suggesting that we have to uh, give some key name so that it can give its specific value, its respective value. Suppose I give name here, means I have to assess the value of name key. So if I print, it would give Rohan. So we have to give some name of the key to get the specific value. Now suppose if I want both the key value pair in different manner, we can also use print dict dot item items. So it would return all the key value pairs. As you can see, name is key, Rohan is his value, marks and his values, age value, branch value. So in this way, these methods work. Now there is some one more method, that is dict.update. Simply when you write dict.update, it would update the value. Now for that we have to make another key. Let's suppose I comment it out. Wait a second. Now I have commented out. Suppose I have two dictionaries with a key value pair. Suppose I have name, branch, btech, and suppose there I take one more key, age. Wait a second. Now suppose I want that I have make a new dictionary in which my name is Rohan Branch is, we are taking the same branch, and we are changing the age as well. That is 20. So I want to place dictionary 2 in place of dictionary 1. So I would simply write dict 1 dot update dict 2, and I would be printing it. So if I print it, it would give none because I am directly printing it. So I have to print my dictionary 1. I can't directly print it. So you can see we have name as Rohan and branch BTech. So we were having the same age. Sorry, the variable has was different. So if I make small a, now if I print, so it is printing name Rohan, branch BTech is 20. Now it has updated our dictionary. So in this way we can update our dictionary. Now there are a lot of methods of dictionary. We have talked about some of the methods. Suppose I take one more example. I have a dictionary in which I am storing name, marks, and age. Now, if I try to print my dictionary with some example, here you can see we have got a lot of examples. Like clear, we have already seen get items. Pop methods means it removes the random value. Update, we have seen values, we have seen which gives values. So now we will see one more method that would be copy method. So if I am printing if I am taking a new dictionary and suppose I write dict.copy. So in dictionary 1 we will get the same key value pairs as in dict dictionary. So if now I print my dictionary 1, now it gives the same value which we were having in you can say in our dict. So this was some of the dictionary methods which are commonly used. Now if you want other methods, VS Code would simply suggest you when you write dict dot something. So one more thing, that is suppose we have a list, that is this, and another list. Now we can also make a dictionary with the help of list. How is it possible? Suppose we take a variable and we will be using our zip function. Through zip we can make a dictionary. In zip we will write list 1 comma list 2. Now if I print my dictionary, it would make a new dictionary. Wait, wait a second. We have to, I think, access dict keyword here. So you can see now. It is taking the first element of list 1 and giving it the value of the first element of list 2. Same in the other case, it is taking the second element of list 1 and assigning it the value which is given to second element of list 2. So in this way you can make a dictionary with the help of list as well. So this is also an important method. Now if you want other methods too, you can simply use VS Code, which would suggest you a lot of methods. Now we have talked about dictionaries as well, but still if you want some practice questions, you can simply tell me in the comment section, or you can simply do one thing. You can go to your browser and search geeks for geeks. If you would search, uh, so you would be finding a lot of questions in that platform also which you can practice.